In my last video, I went over the Anarchy Acres bundle, which is the newest paid for bundle in the item shop that they released with the Farm Friends update. And today, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to use some of the pieces that they released with that update, and I'm going to try to build a custom barn. Now, some of you may know I already have a video showing you a custom barn that I made, but that was before this bundle came out. So I'm going to try to use some of these new pieces and make an even better one. That's what we're going to work on today. But if you guys do enjoy this video at any point, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. I would really appreciate that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to kind of base this barn off of the classic prefab that they introduced. But I'm also going to try to throw in a little bit of my own custom barn as well. So we're going to do this 3x5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after this, I'm going to go ahead and throw some floors down. Let's see. I'm gonna use the new floors that they just introduced. Which one was it? These ones, the acres wide floor. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna come all the way down here to the corner and place that right dead in the corner, right there, just like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna throw that down. I'm just gonna cover the entire foundation with this floor. Alright, now time to put up some of the walls. So I'm going to come over here and find these acre walls. I'm kind of going to go every other one, I think. So I'm going to go like that. And I want to put some windows in here too. So let's see. So I could find, yep, the acres sliding window right here. Throw that down. And I'm going to go every other one. I'm going to go back and forth. Just like that. And then throw this down. And on the back, I'm going to throw one window right here, just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on that side. We're just going to keep going around. Wall, window, wall, window. Then in the front here, let's see. I got to find the sliding doors. So come all the way down to the door section. And where is it? Acres wall door right here. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to throw this. Let's see. Where's the center? I think that should be centered. And then this should be able to go right next to it. Okay, so it's definitely not centered. So let me see. There we go. We're going to try that. Go over 4. I'm going to destroy that one and try and see if I can line these up. Okay, that should be lined up now. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to go ahead and try to find which piece is going to fit right here. Can I fit a window there? Unfortunately, I cannot. That kind of stinks. I was hoping I could put a window in the front, but that's okay. Just come up here and try to find a spot that will fill that in. Boom, just like that. All right, so we're gonna fill in these 2 little gaps here. Now I gotta find the corners. Okay, so now we got all the corners filled in, and I'm gonna add a second story. So I'm gonna just go ahead, I'm gonna grab these, place that in the center. And now actually I could probably add some windows in the upstairs. I wanted to have some on the first floor, but instead I guess I'll just add them upstairs. So I'll grab this one right here, throw one on each side, and then I will go ahead and throw the walls up. And I think I'm gonna want to go, I think I'm gonna go 2 walls, and then one of these windows, and then 2 walls again. And then up here, I will throw a regular wall down. Same on this side. And then I'll do the same thing over here. I will add 2 walls and then a window in the center. So there's that. Throw down the window. And then 2 walls. And now, I'm going to try to find the archway. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of these floors and I'm going to throw them upstairs. And then I'll know where I need to put my archway. I'm going to use the same floor that we used for the bottom. I'm just going to use these ones upstairs. So I'm going to go ahead, snap that there. Okay, and now that should give me an idea of where I need to put the archway. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm just going to do these all the way down. Just like that. So it should give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. The only thing that I am kind of upset about is that you need to use the little tiny barns to have the animals live in. I was hoping that we would be able to just have the animals live in like our custom barns, but it is what it is, I suppose. And it doesn't look like this window is going to let me do my archway, so I might just have to do regular walls down here for now instead. I wonder, yeah, no, that won't let me either, unfortunately. If I go ahead and use a regular wall, or use a regular window, it might let me. Alright, we'll try that. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I turned that the wrong way. Alright. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to finish up the floor for the second floor. Now we're going to go and grab our stairs. They introduced some new stairs, the acre stairway. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to center this and throw that down. And now I'm just going to add a railing to go all the way around. They added these new acres fencing. So that's what we're going to use. Gonna throw that there. And then just go the whole way around. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to use these front 4 for the animals, because I'm going to do 1 pig, 1 cow, 1 sheep, and 1 chicken. Basically, I'm going to have 1 of each animal. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take this barn, I'm just going to slide it right in here. I'm going to do that for all 4 of these slots. There's that. Actually, I don't want to block the window, so I'm going to grab that and I'm going to go every other one then. So I'll throw this one here instead. That way we can keep the window there unblocked. So there's that one. And then we'll throw this one in here. There. So now that is all perfect. The only problem is that it's a little tight trying to get by the stairs, but that's fine. That's not the end of the world. Okay, so this is roughly where I'm at so far. We're going to come around the sides. This is the back. Everything's pretty much symmetrical. And then I threw down all the barns inside here. Like I said, I'm going to do 1 per animal. I'm just going to have 1 of each animal. And then this is the second floor. Now we're just going to go ahead and throw the roof on it. Okay, so while I was building the roof, I realized I was going to need to add a 3rd layer of a wall here. So I kind of changed up the second floor real quick. Instead of having the middle window here, I added the windows on the sides. That way I could throw up the top window right here on the 3rd floor. But yeah, we're going to keep finishing up the roof. I just wanted to give you guys a little update just to show you what I did. Alright, so this is where we're at with the roof completely done. I'm just going to give you a little 360. I actually don't think I like having these windows stacked like this, so I think I'm just going to make this back wall completely flat. No, I actually think I'm going to add a window right here in the center. There, I think that's better. All right, now we need to go ahead and throw some stairs down. That way animals can actually get in here. I still like the Suji stairs, so I'm going to stick with these. And I'm just going to throw 2 of them down right here. And it gives like a little platform to walk on when you're leading up into it. And so this is what we're dealing with so far. So I think in the back here, I'm going to throw down this space heater. That way it can kind of heat up the whole barn, but it's not close enough to the animals where it's going to make them too hot. So that's what we're going to do there. Now I'm going to try and find some of the other accessories and see what we can do with those. And I think in the center here between the 2 barns would be a good place to add some hay. That way the cows have something to eat. So I'm going to throw those down just like that. I'm going to throw a couple over here as well. I'm also going to throw down a trough. That way they have something that they can drink out of. We do not want the animals to dehydrate. So there's a couple troughs. And out back here, I'm gonna store a bunch of hay as well. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna grab these dried hay stacks. I'm gonna grab the fresh ones and I'm gonna throw them down back here. Just gonna throw a couple of them down. And then over here, we're gonna grab the dry ones and pile the dried ones in this corner. There we go. I'm gonna take one of the round ones and I'm just gonna throw it right here. I also think out back here is a good place to get a grill, because that's how you get the animal treats, is with your grill. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna throw this grill right in front of this window. I'm also gonna grab my compost bin and I'm gonna throw this right over here, right next to all that hay. And then upstairs, this is where I'm gonna throw my hay mill. My grain mill, I mean. So I'm gonna throw this up here, and with the grain mill, that's what I'm gonna be able to use to get corn and corn seeds and stuff. And the corn is what you use to make the animal treats, so that is gonna come in handy a lot. And if you guys don't know, when you go to harvest your corn when it's done growing, you also get vines, which is the other ingredient you need to get animal treats. So that's gonna be perfect, which means I'm also gonna need to make a garden too. As far as the rest of this, though, I think I'm going to grab some random hay stacks and just kind of stack them up here. I was kind of hoping I could stack the hay on top of each other, but I guess not. I think at the top of the stairs here, just to fill in these little gaps, I'm going to throw these flowers down. Absolutely no reason other than just to fill the gaps, because I don't know what else to put there. So there we go. Just now we can't fall off the side here, and it looks nice. Okay, but over here next to the grain mill, I'm going to throw down a couple of chests. That way we have a place to store our corn seeds and also a place to store our animal treats once they're done growing. And I think I'm going to do the same thing down here. I'm going to throw a chest right here to kind of store some of our compost in, and over here to throw some of our ingredients to make the animal treats in. And then up here, right at the top of the stairs, I'm going to throw down some of the tools and necessities that we're going to need to work in the barn. So one of the things would be a dolly. That's one thing you're going to need. I'm going to throw down a water barrel right here. I'm going to grab a regular basic barrel, throw that right next to it. Then we're going to need a water bucket. So throw that right there. And then we also need a broom, because as everybody knows, animals are very messy. So I'm going to throw a broom down there, and I'm also going to throw one right over here. I'm going to put one right here. That way when you first walk in, if you need to grab a broom and clean some stuff up, it's right there, easy access. We also have the Acres washboard, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to throw this in the corner here. And then we also have a bunch of boxes, assorted boxes. So I'm going to throw these kind of over here as some storage. Grab that, and then a little crate of wood. Then up front, I'm going to throw down some of these garbage bins. So there's a garbage bin right here. I'm also going to grab this Acres cart, the pull cart, and I'm going to throw this right over here on this side. No, actually, I'm actually going to throw the garbage can inside. So I'm going to grab the garbage can I just threw down. I'm going to put this on this side right here. I'm going to go ahead and throw another one down here. That way we have one both upstairs and downstairs. Alright, so I went ahead and I furnished it and decorated it quite a bit, and I added some lighting in here too. So we threw up some of these candles, and most of the stuff you guys have seen already, but I did add a little bit of changes. So I added this back door here, and this leads out back to this little laundry area where we have the clotheslines with all the shirts hanging from it. And then I also added this garden on the side here. It's all corn because that is what we need to feed our animals, or I should say to make the animal treats to feed the animals. So I made one big corn garden with the grain mill here. That way I can just keep recycling the seeds into corn and things like that. And then I added some haystacks with this thing over here. I added this little walkway up into this little porch area. And on the porch we have some tables with some rocking chairs. Over here is just a table with a regular chair. And upstairs we went ahead and just added a little bit of furnishing and decorations and whatnot. And I didn't really know what to do up here. I was kind of hoping I could stack the haystacks a little bit, like on top of each other. But yeah, aside from that, this is pretty much it. And then over here we added the well with some buckets and the washboard and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's gonna do it for this build. Now the only thing left that there is to do is to go recruit some animals. And just like that, we have a full farm. Look at this. We have our sheep, our chicken, our cow, and our pig all in here. They all just woke up. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys liked this build. If you guys did, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new, and we will see you in the next one.